So the same night, John told me that he shot Joe. I found out that Joe didn't die. Thank God. He was only grazed in the ankle by the bullet. I don't know. Don't ask me. Not only that, but the full story surfaces. And I learned that Joe actually shot at John first, and John was shooting in retaliation. So see, this is good. Wait a minute. Okay, it's necessary for me to stop here right now and acknowledge that I know none of this is okay. I know better. But what it does is it helps me to convince John to turn himself in, because Joe was already speaking to the police because he was in the hospital. With all of these details, John allowed me to take him to the police station so that he could turn himself in. And because John was under 18 years old, he was held in a juvenile facility until the trial. And when Joe didn't show up for trial, John was released. Plot twist. Joe is one of my sweet babies too. And he's returning from ankle surgery at the same time John is expected to come back to school. And I don't like that. Ain't none of this in the textbook for administrators. Regardless of what the book says, and it doesn't say anything, I checked. On a rainy Super Bowl Sunday, we invited Joe, John, and their parents to a sit down at the school. Everybody came to the meeting except John's mother. I acted in John's mom's stead, and I did everything I could to remain impartial, but still support John throughout this entire conversation. And even though I could tell, and he said it, that he appreciated my support so much, he still searched for the love and care of his birth mom. John and Joe both received their high school diplomas because John continued his education while he was in the juvenile facility, and Joe continued his education while he was on homebound for his ankle. We were able to pick up and make sure they finished the work necessary to receive their high school diplomas. But for the safety of all, I could not allow either one of them to participate in the graduation ceremony. And this hurt because John was a first-generation high school graduate, and his family needed to see him win. The hardest child to love is also the child who needs love the most.